are three things that people always forget about protagonists. Now, if you have something different, leave it down below and I'll address that. But the three things that I always see are the following. First, your protagonist always ends up as a hero at the end. And by hero, I mean that they end up solving the problem that is posed to them in the first act of your story. The second thing about protagonists that people always forget is that protagonists never start as a hero. The whole point of the journey is not only to solve the problem that's the core of your story, it's also for your protagonist to become a hero. And that journey is a journey they don't want to go on. Third thing that people forget about protagonists is that the protagonist carries the story. People often write that they can't figure out why their protagonist is boring or flat or just not engaging. The reason why is because they have their supporting characters solving the problem that are the core of the story. You need to remember that your protagonist is the one who will solve the majority of the problems or will provide key points of information to solve those problems. That's true of both genre fiction in the sense of like fantasy and sci-fi or romance, but it's also true of more literary forms of fiction too. Of course, there will be people who provide guidance. There's mentors, love interests, but the key person leading the story and moving it forward is always the protagonist. Otherwise, there's supporting character, and you should rewrite and make your supporting character into the protagonist and the protagonist into the supporting character. If you found this useful, share it with your friends. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Give it a like, and if you want to get more of this kind of content, give me a follow, and we'll talk soon.